watching it live at E3 2013, streaming at you on e3.ign.com and youtube.com/E3. I'm Naomi Kyle, and I'm super excited to intro our next game. It's what happens when the DC Universe invades Scribblenauts, or vice versa. We don't really know which. It's time for Scribblenauts Unmasked.
Thanks, Naomi. Joe, hope you're ready for some hot three-way action with Greg and I here. We're both big Scribblenauts fans, and Greg in particular is a big DC Comics fan. So we thought
you better not have screwed this up.
You know, what was it, the original Scribblenauts 2009-ish that received IGN's Game of the Show award that year.
You caught us off guard.
Yeah, we're big Scribblenauts fans here at IGN.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Scribblenauts Unmasked is all about DC Comics now.
Yeah, no, it's has the pretty much the entire DC universe. Multiple versions of all your favorite superheroes.
So, do you want to try and stump them, Greg?
I went to Twitter to try to stump them. That came over, Greggy. We got a request here for Dr. Hurt. This is from Luke Penny. Can I get a Dr. Hurt in the game? All right, then.
Relay it through Naomi.
Dr. Hurt. Tell him Dr. Hurt.
We're going to try to bring us some gear.
We're going to get him. You're stumping him via Twitter here.
There you go.
Go spill out, Dr. Hurt. What's the whole reason this is happening? Why is Maxwell running into all these DC characters?
Okay, so the story starts off, Maxwell and Lily, huge comic book fans.
Yeah.
And they're sort of arguing over who's cooler, Batman or Superman. And Magic Globe combined with Notebook to write anything. And they end up in the DC universe.
I like that. There you go.
Who is Dr. Hurt?
Right
what does he do?
You got Dr. Hurt.
Now
He's a doctor.
Ask him.
I want to see Superboy. This is my favorite part, Damon. I went to the demo the other day. I said, show me Superboy. You know I love Superboy.
Yeah, I know.
Connor Kent, of course. Connell, pre-New 52. And this is what happens, Damon. You put in Superboy, and it asks you which version of Superboy you want. We didn't get to see it there, but they got Superboy, they got just classic Superboy, young Clark Kent. They got Connell Superboy. They got pre-New or post-New 52. And here we got Lex in here. They drop a villain in here, they start fighting.
They do? Yeah, Lex Luthor versus Superboy. There we go.
Now, this is screwed up because half of Superboy's DNA is Lex Luthor's. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
There you go. There you go. See?
Now, so you're still playing as Maxwell, or still sort of helping Maxwell through the world, right?
Yeah, you're still playing as Maxwell. This is the first Scribblenauts with really action-centric gameplay.
Oh!
So yeah, Justice League just, falls in. You can, when you equip a weapon to Maxwell, he basically aims with the analog stick, aims when he runs, like very different previous Scribblenauts where, you sort of had to do a lot of tapping. This one, a lot of D-pad, control pad sort of stuff.
A lot of these superheroes and villains have multiple powers, like Superman. Does he have all the powers you would expect?
He has all the powers, yeah. He pulls them out when he needs them. So as you see, like Green Lanterns, create any sort of weapon, with the power ring, and Flash is running.
So I wonder, can you give us an example of a level, like what the puzzles are like?
Yeah. Let's go. We'll go to Gotham.
Okay.
So another brand new feature about this game is every time you go into one of the levels, the content is completely different. So we have a system called Heroic Feats. It dynamically generates all of the content in a map. So your play experience is different every single time.
That sounds cool, Greg.
That's why I'm excited, Damon.
Yeah?
I was telling them when they were giving me the demo, it's like the push I need for the Wii U. Like I was going to get it on PC, but then using the tablet and tapping it out, sitting on my couch, that's what I'm ready for.
And it's great, too, because it allows us to showcase some of the lesser-known DC IP, whereas like if we built content by hand, a lot of it would be centered around, the major superheroes. But like there's crazy, obscure superheroes that could appear in these events that like people have never seen before.
So what's happening in this level?
Madness. it's chaos like most. So we'll run over. So there's little icons over the characters' heads. Let's see.
Who's that, Greg?
Well, I'm about to sneeze. He looks evil. Oh, it's Blackest Night.
Bizarro Hawkgirl.
All right. I'm wrong.
Yes.
I'll be quiet and I will leave the demo.
This is the Bat computer.
That's Batman coming up, Damon.
Yes. So there we go.
He's running away.
Okay. So back to the Bat computer. So this is also the first time in a Scribblenauts game that we've sort of shown the full dictionary to the player. So this is all the DC IP that is in the game. It's all shown in the Bat computer. So you can scroll through, really obscure stuff, characters. You can search, based on keywords, and the bios contain links to characters that are sort of related to them. So you can end up, from Superman to just some obscure villain that appeared 40 years ago in a comic book.
I saw some question marks in there. Is their bio locked until you bring them into the game?
No.
Or?
Question marks is art still to be done.
Okay.
Yeah. AKA next 2 weeks of fun for our dev team.
Okay, yeah, sure. So like from the beginning, everything's unlocked, all the characters.
Everything's unlocked.
Okay.
you actually gain reputation from doing these heroic feats, and you use them to unlock costumes and unlock levels. So the costumes for Maxwell, you spend reputation to unlock, but the rest of the dictionary is all open on day one.
Now, the big thing, from the last Scribblenauts was adding in adjectives. You still have that here, correct? Yeah, everything. It just builds on everything that we've done in Scribblenauts before. Nice. So it's the largest expansion of our dictionary since the very first Scribblenauts. Everything's still in. All adjectives are still in.
Are the Nintendo characters still in for the Wii U version?
No.
Bounce out.
So is it hard to keep iterating on Scribblenauts? Because you're just giving everybody their world, go play in it, do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think, that was one of the driving factors between switching to like a more action-centric gameplay. Like, previous Scribblenauts, a lot about puzzles, a lot about, these, like, let's pick these 3 objects, give it to this person, very static content. So this one, very action-centric, a lot of dynamic content, a lot of replayability, and of course the DC universe.
The firearm, what's he going to bring in?
Sawed.
Nice.
Off.
That's pretty good.
Maxwell's not screwing around anymore. I'm bringing a sawed-off shotgun. Get out of here. Dang supervillains.
Yeah. Who's he fighting, Greg?
I have no idea who that is.
I'm starting to think you really don't. You've never read a DC comic in your life.
How did I not know Cheshire?
Really.
Of course, Teen Titans. Roy Harper. But I do like the loving care that's gone into the background. Obviously, we ran past the Monarch Theater there a little bit ago.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are great at Scribblenauts. When you start to do something with DC, do you bring in DC experts? Do you have those on staff already?
Yeah, no, I think a lot of our designers and artists were already big DC fans.
Yeah.
We have a lot of so we had a lot of built-in knowledge, and then we got a lot of graphic novels and comic books, and DC was great about sort of supplying us with the information and sort of reviewing it. But they've been a great partner.
What are the flashing W symbols? Oh my God, it's Bizarro.
So those are the icons.
Maxwell can't shoot him. Get some help. Someone get him help.
Let's see what he brings in.
There you go.
Just the flamethrower.
Just the flamethrower. That's all you're going to bring to this fight, are you good?
Against Bizarro.
Anyways, I'm sorry. What are the W's mean?
So those will sort of give you clues on what the heroic feats are. You'll run by it, and it'll sort of give you a little clue. And sometimes there'll be little keywords. There'll be, there could be like a delivery mission. There could be people who are like, oh, we're in the need of a superhero, and like they'll spawn a superhero, and then they'll all just like, basically charge and go after supervillains. There's like,
Maxwell's dead.
Maxwell's dead.
Murdered.
So we also, because it's an action-centric game, we sort of had to introduce a way to discourage the user from using like the dead adjective or the sleepy adjective or just kind of cheating their way through the content. So there's certain words in the game that you won't get any reputation for. So you can use them if you want, but they won't basically allow you to sort of continue. So you really have to use your imagination.
Go ahead. One of the big things when you guys revealed it were that there was thousands of these. How many thousands of things are in this game?
Around 2,500.
Wow.
Still adding, but
just DC or
just DC? Yeah, plus everything that's been in Scribblenauts before.
Damon, look at Red Tornado over there. Just being Red Tornado, chilling out.
Is there any multiplayer component?
Yeah, for the Wii U, there's a multiplayer mode. You just with the Wiimote, you can grab control of any hero that's currently like spawned, and you guys together can run through and just cause massive chaos. And that's actually me, my character in Scribblenauts. For some reason, randomly spawned.
Which one?
You'll have to see after he's done with the notepad. Right on that left.
Nice.
Like the guy with the striped shirt.
Spitting image.
Spitting image, yeah.
So how much fun is it to make a game like this?
It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun to make and play, and but it's fun being at E3 and getting to watch people. Like people come up, DC fans, and they're like, you never have this character, and then they come up and they type it, and they're like, you got 3 of those characters. And it's just like,
So what do you think, Greg? Does it pass for a DC Comics fan?
Yeah, I mean, I want to sit down and play it, obviously, and see more. Right now, it's just fun to pop in random stuff like JLA or Ambush Bug and see what happens.
And you'll be able to make your own superhero too.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a?
They perfected it with Connor Kent. I'm done.
Do you have a release date yet?
Yeah, it's going to be fall 2013.
Excellent. Nice. Thanks a lot for bringing it by and putting up with Greg and I together here.
Thank you.
I love it. It's really lovely. Greg, any final questions?
No.
All right, we're done.
Nailed it. Superboy's in it. Check. Done. Let's go.
That's Scribblenauts Unmasked. Back to you, Naomi.
Thanks. You guys are pros. All right, tell us what you thought about Scribblenauts Unmasked on Twitter, and send us your tweets at IGN with the hashtag E32013. Now, our next demo is for those of you who don't have enough toys in your house. it's time to feast your eyes on Skylanders Swap Force.